Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Vussy Supreme Traders. It's your boy Vussy Magz back at it with another one. Today's video is gonna be short, simple, and straight to the point. We're doing an analysis video, right? So basically, what I got for you guys is pairs like USDs, I got pairs like USDCAD, and some other things in there. I don't want to share the details too much, you feel me? Otherwise, that would defeat the whole point of even doing this video. So before we get into that, go ahead and like, subscribe, click the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any of the future drops, you feel me? So let's get right ahead and go into the analysis. Alright, so the first chart we're gonna look at today is the USDs. Alright, we're gonna look at the USDs on the H4 time frame. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna zoom into this chart so everything can basically make sense, you feel me? So what's going on with this one? We have a downtrend, lower swing highs and lower swing lows. Lower swing highs, this was basically our peak there, because remember we have to start from the peak, lower swing high, and another formation there, right? So when I say formation, I'm talking about the setup that we have right here, because we know we have a swing low, lower swing low, and another lower swing low, right? The price where it's at is back at the trend line now, so chances are, and what we're looking for is a lower swing high, right? And that confirmation we're gonna get as soon as we cross this reversal line, and then we're gonna sell into selling pressure, you feel me? I feel like this is one of the clearest charts that you can get. Like, I'm sure in the H1 you might be able to see some of that structure and how it basically plays off, you feel me? But in the overall direction of the picture of what's going on here, the H4 is the best, you feel me? The H4 is the best. But once you want to scope for those like precise entries, you can go to the H1 and basically scout and scope for these like precise entries and TPs and SL points and stuff like that. But obviously, if you're in the VIP group, you don't need to worry about all of these things. I'm gonna be on top of my game this week. You're gonna get all the signals and stuff like that. All right, so let's go to the next pair. So our next pair we have is the USDCAD, the USDCAD, that's what I call it. So with the USDCAD now, basically we're in it's like a descending channel. At the same time, it looks like a wedge pattern formation, a descending wedge, you feel me? So basically what we have here is a downtrend. The overall picture of what's going on here is downtrend still, because we can see this peak here, right? We can see this peak here. We can see a swing low, a lower swing high, lower swing low, lower swing high, lower swing low. Basically what we're waiting for is a lower swing high. Like you can see with the arrow I indicated there, what we're waiting for right now, we want to see a lower swing high there, and we're gonna scope for that precise entry point where we're gonna enter. And for that to happen, I feel like we're gonna get to the trend line first, because we're so close to the trend line now. I think we're gonna get to the trend line, and then once you see a breakout of the reversal line, obviously that's gonna be our signal, and you can use previous swing highs and previous swing lows as your TPs and SLs zones, where, you feel me, it's gonna be a very low risk to a high reward trade, this one, you feel me? And maybe if you can look at the H1, it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same thing, the same structure as what we are saying in the previous one. That's where you're gonna find your precise entries, you feel me? If you go to the H1s and stuff like that, and you scope out for the precise breaking point, breakout zones and points and stuff like that, then you can basically scale in as the momentum picks up. And basically right now, like I said, we're very close to the trend line, right? Very close to the trend line. So we might have to see the price first get to the trend line and reject the trend line before eventually a breakout, or it might even break out to the top. You never know. So I'm just saying we need to prepare for this type of things, and that's why we need to have the reversal line. So if we do reject there and you're still doubtful, then you know definitely after we cross the reversal line, that's a double confirmation for you right there. So I don't think you can still have any doubts after that, you feel me? So let's go to the next charts. So the next chart that we have is the USD JPY. I feel like we have a lot of USDs this week, you feel me? But with the USD JPY, we have this downtrend. It's still a new downtrend, you feel me? It's not like a a downtrend which has been, it's not like a downtrend which has been like going on for a long time and stuff, you feel me? So we have this high, swing low, lower swing high, lower swing low, and basically we just rejected the trend line. But like we said in the previous one, waiting for that double confirmation, which we'll get once we get a breakout out of this, a breakout of the reversal line, you feel me? So maybe if we can go to H1 time frame, we can do some minor adjustments and stuff like that, but I don't think there's anything we might need to do except maybe to put the trend line a little bit closer, like so, you feel me? But as you can see, we already had the rejection there of the trend line. So what we're waiting for right now is basically a reversal line cross, you feel me? And sometimes you get reversal line cross and then a retest at the same time, which came as a form of an engulfing candlestick. But you shouldn't be shaken as long as you're following protocol, you feel me? Your trade will still be safe. The only thing that might happen is you might face a little bit of drawback before going into profits again, you feel me? So that's the thing with the same thing here that's going on. We're just waiting for a breakout of this reversal line, and then we're gonna sell into selling pressure. And I feel like a lot of trades this week is we have more sells than we do have buys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, if you've noticed that, let me know in the comment section how many buys or how many uptrends do we have versus our downtrends, right? Alright, man, hold on. Let's do a little ad break. You feel me? Listen up. This is the final week. I said a couple of weeks back that the last weekend of the month I'm gonna do a beginner's course. Everything is gonna be online. Buying and selling reversal line strategies is gonna be out this Saturday and Sunday for all the new members, right? So if you want to join the VIP signals and stuff like that, you better do that shit now so you can still have a seat or a spot for that course that's going to be coming this weekend. Let's go back to the charts now. So the next pair that we're going to look at today is the GBPUSD, you feel me? So the GBPUSD, first of all, before we go into the structure of everything, we have to acknowledge that there's a key level here with the resistance zone, you feel me, which tested 1 2 3 4 5 now. So I told you, if you want to look at key levels, you have to make sure, and I said this in the previous video, you might have to go check it out. If you want to look at key levels, you need to make sure that the level you're drawing at least made contact with the chart, with the price at least 2 or more times, you feel me? So the more it's made contact, then the stronger the level is. So this one is 1 2 3 4. So you best believe that, you feel me, this one is a key level for real. So now going to the structure, we have our swing low, swing high, higher swing low, and higher swing high, you feel me? So now the price, basically we're making its way down. And I also wanted to make this point to clarify what's going on with the price, right? We see the price is still a little bit high. We still have a little bit of distance before we make our way to the trend line, but I would advise you to wait and see if the price is gonna, first, don't just rush to buy into this thing, because I feel like there's still chances that the price is gonna make its way down until we eventually break out of this reversal line. But this is gonna be one way. It's gonna be easier to trade if you have like market awareness, but otherwise just wait for the price to go a little bit down, and once we make our way down here and then we break out, then that's gonna be the perfect place to think. Because if you're buying here, we're still exposed to risk because of how far we are from the trend line. We're still exposed to so much risk because of how far we are from the trend line, you feel me? So that's just something you need to keep in mind when you're trading this one. So let's go to the last pair. So the last pair that we have, ladies and gentlemen, is the AUDUSD. You can see this trend line is from a long years time ago, you feel me? This trend line was from the 19th of November. I think it was also in last week's analysis, because I did say you can expect this one to make its way down here, which it did now, you feel me? But what now is gonna happen is, like, you also need to keep in mind, from some of these setups, you can keep the same setups for weeks on ends, just because of the way everything is happening. Because if you bought here, you feel me, and then there was also a trend line that we had drawn and you sold, and then now it's going to be time to buy again. So I'm just saying some of the trades setups, you don't need to get rid of them after the weekends. You need to look at how the market closes and stuff like that, and you'll realize you're gonna have to keep some of them even the following week after, because it's promising, or it's transitioning into another type of setup, you feel me? But otherwise, nonetheless, let's look at the reversal we had here, you feel me? We broke out and then we went to make this peak. Then basically we were moving sideways, but the range is a tradable range. I don't just trade any type of ranges unless I really have a good reason to, you feel me? We've been ranging, we made contact with the trend line here, you feel me? And we broke out. We came here, we failed to basically make a new high, but then we came back to the trend line. And every time we come back to the trend line, we have double confirmation with the trend line, and then we have the reversal line, you feel me? We have the trend line and the reversal line. So now what we're waiting for is a breakout of the reversal line. We have two key levels. We have one at the bottom and one at the top. The bottom one is the support, obviously, and the one at the top is the resistance. So depending on what we break out, we hoping to see the price make its way to either the support zone or the resistance zone. So that's going to be interesting week for us. Alright, so I hope you found some value in there. If there's any chart that you hadn't analyzed, you can just add that one into your watch list and stuff like that. I'm also interested to know what you guys have been analyzing and stuff like that, right? Check out my free Telegram link. That's where all these links are going to be sent to, and basically I'm going to be sending all the setups that we just went through. They're going to go to the free Telegram channel, so you want to click that, send my link in the description box below, you feel me? Also, I'll see you guys on the next time. Peace out.